What is up? So today we are taking a look at these wonderful cards that are right in front of me. Essentially, we are going to be looking at counterfeits. We've recently been made aware that there are a lot of counterfeits of the Van Gogh Pikachu's cards floating around. So I wanted to kind of take a look at them. I ordered one just to sort of see what it was all about, so that I could kind of make people aware of what there is to sort of be expected. So this is just a rough guide. Obviously, please take this with a pinch of salt. I'm not 100% an expert, but I've been collecting for a long time. So I wanted to essentially just make sure that whatever it was that I was showing you was factual and correct. So what we'll do is we'll take a look now. So we have the authentic, which is still sealed. I got this from the Pokemon Center, and I'm not telling you where I got these ones from, purely because I don't really want to spread the awareness. Now, having a look at the two of them, obviously, again, this one's in cellophane, so it kind of looks a little bit different color-wise, but you'll be able to see that as we look into it, there are some telltale signs, like pretty much straight from the off. So one of them is the size is pretty much spot on. Yeah, you can see here that the text is all a little bit too close, whereas on the original, you can see here that the spacing is pretty much different. So you can also see there as well that the font is pretty different. You can also see as well that the quality of the printed ones above isn't quite as good. Like, for example, the promo text is pretty bad. And whereas the original one is like pretty much spot on. Obviously, when it comes to buying these, I generally wouldn't buy anything other than sealed unless you can sort of get full confirmation or you can see them in hand. Personally, I feel that the quality to people that don't really know is probably pretty passable, but like, again, for the purposes of this is just to give you like a bit of education. So again, we can see that the color between the two, the one on the left looks slightly more detailed, a bit fuzzier, whereas actually the one on the right is almost just a little bit too bright. You can see there. And obviously the text at the bottom is just, yeah, it's just pretty poor, really. You can see how blurry it is and how they've just literally taken almost like a screen grab of the card and then just kind of printed it and hoped for the best. But obviously, again, given how sort of hyped and interested these cards are, one good thing to always try and do with these cards is to do the light test. So essentially just get a bright light, turn it on, and as you can see straight through the card. And if I do this with a card that I know is legitimate, so energy sticker from Scarlet and Violet 151, you can see there that the black, although yes, it's visible, the black ink layer completely prevents all of that. Whereas with this card, it literally has no black ink layer. It's just completely transparent. So yeah, that just gives you like a little bit of an idea. Again, these cards are readily available, and from the site that I got them from, it looks like they are pretty much in an abundance. So I'm pretty worried that these ones are going to flood the market. And again, these came unsealed, so they didn't come in the original packaging like the one from the Pokemon Center did. It just came literally like this, and the card quality is pretty poor. The print quality is awful. Like, even comparing it to just a basic energy card, the weight difference in them is just, I mean, you can even just see the quality, and I mean, that edge is pretty bad as well. So yeah, all in all, like, the counterfeits are pretty bad, and hopefully that'll be a way of making sure that you don't lose any money as a result of it, because obviously these cards are now selling sealed for sort of £100 plus, and obviously the counterfeits are costing a few pounds, and I think scammers are going to probably take a good run with them, and obviously we don't want that. We want the we want the community to sort of not be affected by people selling counterfeit cards. At the end of the day, if you want one for your personal collection because you don't want to open one, you've got sealed, couldn't afford it, couldn't get one, whatever, I have no problem with people buying, you know, cards that for their own collection just to put in binders and do whatever. Like, I will always stand by that. But people that buy them to sell are a huge problem and are literally going to like be a cancer to the community, basically. So yeah, if you have any other questions or if you wanted me to show you any more pictures, please just ask and I'll be happy to show. But yeah, hopefully this sort of helps people try and identify the fakes. Again, just look out for that copyright text at the bottom of the card, and look at the promo text on the Black Star promo. That'll give you like a bit of an indicator on whether the card is fake. The print quality on these cards was actually pretty good in my opinion. Centering, awful, but as far as I'm concerned, the actual card print themselves was absolutely fine. So definitely worth having a look, having a feel, especially if you can see it in hand. And you know what? If in doubt, ask them to just do the flashlight test and you'll be able to see straight away. I generally wouldn't accept proof of purchase because, again, that's easily fakeable. And again, you can see by the colors, yes, this is in a cellophane, but that wouldn't, like, these just look almost too vibrant. Whereas this, like the detail in the ears and the shadowing and even the cheeks, like the difference in the colors is just night and day. So yeah, keep an eye out. And yeah, if you need any help, just give us a shout.